Hi, Brandon from Metro Electronics, and today we're going to be upgrading a Jeep JL with Heise LED products. First, start by opening the hood and removing the 6 clips to take off the grille. Starting at one side of the grille, firmly pull on the bottom edge to release the pressure clips. Remove the grille and set it aside. There will be 3 10mm bolts to remove the factory headlight. Once the factory headlight is unbolted, remove the factory harnessing and set aside. Repeat on the other side. Now align your HE-JLAPB to the factory mounting location. You'll be using the factory hardware to secure the bracket. Here you'll be using the supplied H4 to OE adapter. Plug in your new 7-inch headlight and make sure to align the 3 tabs. Align rubber gasket to the retaining ring and secure in place by folding the tab. Use the 3 supplied Phillips head screws to complete the installation. Repeat on the other side. Now on to the fog lights. Align the JP-JFOG brackets and mount using the supplied hardware. At this time, plug in your HE-JWSTL harness. After removing the OE fog lights, plug in the harness and reinstall the new assembly with the factory 10mm bolts. Now that your headlights and fog lights are installed, start by securing your HE-4CH-RGB-C RGB controller. Run a lead to each one of the 4 lights. To connect to the factory JL auxiliary switches, locate the factory bundle, which is located on the passenger side of the engine bay. Depending on current draw, select the appropriate auxiliary circuit. For this install of the RGB controller, we chose auxiliary 3 to run the power to. Make sure to insulate your connection. Just in front of the factory bundle, you'll find the vehicle's OE auxiliary grounding point. The auxiliary switch behaviors are controlled by the in-dash infotainment system. This can be found on the control tab on the main screen. Select settings and then go down to auxiliary switches. Finally, select the appropriate channel. From here, you can set the auxiliary to your liking. We chose the ignition as the power source and for it to remember that the last state that the control box was in. Once finished, exit out of the settings. Before reassembling the front of the vehicle, check all functionality of the lights and RGB controls. When reinstalling the front grille, make sure to secure all of the pressure clips. And reinstall all 6 push pins. You have now successfully installed and upgraded your headlights and fog lights. Now we'll be moving on to the installation of the HE-JWSTL spare tire light. Most of the tools for this installation will be found in your JL toolkit. Start by unlocking the protective camera housing. Next, remove all 3 factory lug nuts and spare tire. For this install, we recommend looming your wires. Align the spare tire light with the bolt pattern. On the left side of the hub, you'll find the factory wiring for the 3rd brake light. The white with green stripe wire will be your positive brake light wire. Now there are 2 black wires. For this case, you'll be using the thinner one for your brake light ground. After connections, test for functionality. Once you've confirmed that it's working, reinstall the spare tire and the backup camera housing. And for the final part of this Jeep install, we'll be installing the HE-JLAPB with a 50-inch light bar and various work lights. Start off by applying the protective rubber padding. Next, assemble the anti-sway hardware and attach to the bracket. This hardware is imperative to prevent the light bar from swaying. Here we have chosen the HE-DL2 for the top post position. Install the light with the supplied hardware. Now for the side post mount, we've chosen the HE-WL2 and install with supplied hardware. Remove all 4 T40 bolts from the corner cowls. Remove the cowls and set aside. Route your power wire under the factory weather stripping straight to the auxiliary bundle. With the assistance of a helper, connect the lights and reposition the corner cowl. Mount with the supplied bolts, placing the spacers between the bracket and the vehicle. Note that you'll be using the 2 factory T40 bolts for the top of the cowl. Using the anti-sway hardware as a guide, apply the protective rubber pad to the A-pillar of the vehicle. And make sure that the anti-sway hardware is completely tightened to prevent any swaying of the light bar. Now that the brackets are installed, we went ahead and chose the HE-DRL50 straight light bar. Note that these brackets will only accommodate a 50-inch straight light bar. And make sure to support the light bar until it is fully secured. When connecting the harness, you should hear a click to confirm a solid connection. Now back at the auxiliary bundle, you'll be connecting your power and ground. For this install, we selected auxiliary 1 for the light bar and auxiliary 2 for the post lights. Now that the whole install is finished, test for functionality for your next off-road adventure.